Hi, welcome back to this platform. We are discussing Beyond Success. Now, like I said, Beyond Success is a program by John Maxwell, and it is in all countries, and we are privileged to have it here in Uganda as well. Last time we looked at attitude. Today we are going to be discussing the second topic of Beyond Success, and like I said, these are the notes that we follow. It is a discussion, so in case I talk about something and you want to comment something, you have a question about it, put it in the comment section and we shall be able to address that as well. So like I said, we are talking about personal growth. John Maxwell here says that people who keep learning always have a future. People who keep learning always have a future, because guess what? Like it's always said that the day you stop learning is the day you start dying. And when you're talking about personal growth, it's not about you going back to school, going back to university for a degree, for a diploma, for a master's, for a doctorate. No. This is the knowledge that we use on a day-to-day life. This is the knowledge that we need. For example, in the previous video, we talked about attitude. And for those that have not yet watched the video about attitude, I'll link it up there such that you watch it first before you watch this one. Now, this is the knowledge that we need. For example, attitude. I don't know which master's class that sits you down and talks to you about attitude and why it's important for you to have a positive attitude. And that's why we are calling this personal growth. It is not the knowledge that you get from class, but it's the knowledge that you need on the day-to-day running of your life, or what you need, the information that you need as you go by in life, in your relationships, at your workplace, in your businesses, how you deal with people, and all those things. So John Maxwell here says that if you focus on goals, you may hit goals, but that does not guarantee growth. If you focus on growth, yes, you will grow and you will also hit the goals. So it's not just about goals, but it's more about growth. How you grow. And when you talk about personal growth, it's not you growing physically, that, oh, now I'm 50 years, now I'm 70 years. No, that is not the growth that we are talking about. So when it comes to personal growth, we have a question here. Do you have a plan for personal growth? If I asked you the same, do you have a plan for your personal growth? Yep, I know we are in December, and why we are sharing these videos now is for you to plan better for 2022. This is the time for you to think of the things that you want to do next year, and you start planning for them. So John Maxwell was asked the same question, and that's when it hit him. Oh, okay, I need to have a plan for personal growth. Now, when you talk about personal growth, like I've said, you need to be intentional in the things that you want to learn about, and the things that will help you grow in your life. And like I said, it could be in the different areas of your life. Maybe you're struggling on how to handle your finances. You read books about finances, you watch videos about finances, you attend workshops about those. Maybe it's relationships. There are books about relationships, there are workshops, there are videos on YouTube and all those things. So what area of your life do you want to improve? That is where you can start. You be intentional, you put out a plan for it, and then you start embarking on that journey of personal growth. Now, we have 3 insights here that will help you begin on your journey of personal growth. Number 1, growth isn't automatic. Like I've said, it's not about age. Growth doesn't come with age, that now that I'm older, I'm wiser. You know, you grow up, the Waganda always have that saying that Okademagezi, yeah? I know sometimes you see someone who is grown up, but then you wonder, this gentleman is really grown up, but the things he's doing are really kiddish. And then you find a very young boy or young girl, and you're like, she is a young girl, but she thinks like a grown-up, like she acts like a grown-up. So that is where personal growth comes in. It's not automatic that the older you are, the wiser or the more personal growth that you have. So that is why he is saying that personal growth doesn't automatically come with age. You need to work on it. And there is no limit to personal growth. You could be watching this and you're like, no, me, I'm still young. Those things I'll do when I'm much older. There is no limit to personal growth, to all this knowledge that you can have when it comes on your journey of life. And then growth begins with humility. If you want to grow on your personal growth journey, you need to be humble. Being humble means you are willing and open to learn from anyone, because you know you can learn from anyone. You cannot say, oh, me, I'm grown up, she's a young girl, what is she saying? Like, what are you even telling me? I know everything. Whenever you catch yourself saying, I know everything, that is when you start dying when it comes to personal growth, to the knowledge. You can never know enough. There is a lot of information out there. And when we talk about this, we're not even talking about the A students. No, this is totally different. This knowledge, like I said, is not the knowledge that you get from class, that you get from the books that you study maybe at university or in the different courses. Yeah. So you need to be humble. You need to put your pride aside when you are on this journey of personal growth, knowing that you can learn from anyone at any point. And that you have to also be willing and yearning to learn this information. If you don't know something, say it. I need help with this. I don't know how to do this. How do I do this? Even when you're at your workplace. Do not, because sometimes people think, oh, if I show them that I don't know, I might lose my job. But it is better for you to tell them that you don't know something rather than you doing it and doing it wrong, in a wrong way, which will eventually lead you to losing your job. Yeah, you get what I'm trying to say. So be open to getting information. And then the third, you must value yourself to add value to yourself. Yes, you need to value yourself. Know that I'm a person of value. When you know that you're a person of value, then you'll be yearning to always add value to yourself. I know sometimes people have a lot of self-esteem problems that has been going on for a long time. Maybe people have been telling you, oh, you're worthless, you can't do it, you're stupid, and all those things. And that's why it's important to check the words that you say to people. If you're a parent, what words are you saying to your children? Because these words keep with them. If they've been struggling in class and all they hear, oh, you're a failure, you're stupid, and all that, that is what they'll keep on for the rest of their life. Even when they get to this workplace, the work environment, that is how you see someone who is really smart, and you're like, this person is smart, but I don't know why they're not performing. It could be something with their self-esteem. Yes, they know what to do, but they're scared to do it because they're scared of failing. So you need to work on your self-esteem and add value to yourself, because you know that you are a person of value. And then the next is every person has value. On this journey, every person has value. Like I said, we are different. We have different strengths, different weaknesses. Someone may be good at something and they're not in the other. That doesn't make them stupid, or that doesn't make them less worth of being called an intelligent person. Yeah, like I said, there are different things that we are good at. So everyone has value, and we must treat people like that. Like, even when someone is struggling in an area, we know that there is an area that they are very, very good at. And we need to be the people that see potential in the people that we deal with. If you're a parent, see potential in your child. If you have a spouse, see potential in that spouse of yours. If it's at your workplace, see potential in your friends, in the people that you work with. That will help you keep encouraging them to keep going and keep going for them to achieve their goals or the things that they want to achieve. And then you can only give what you have. When it comes to personal growth, let us be people that are yearning to give this information to people out there. It is important. Sometimes you know something and then you feel like you don't want to share it with the rest, because when you share it with others, that may make you maybe less knowledgeable, and then there will be very many knowledgeable people in the same space and you feel left out. But guess what? The more you share, actually, the more you learn yourself. That's why they say the teachers learn most. The more you teach something, the more it becomes part of you. That's why it's important for you to not hold this information. Let us be rivers, not reservoirs. We've all seen a river before. It is always flowing. So let us be people that are always flowing with this information from ourselves to someone else, because the information that you have can help someone out there. Let us not be reservoirs. You know, reservoirs, like the water is always constant. You have your information, but you don't want to share it. Let us be the people that keep sharing, because personal growth also fuels our capacity for giving to those around us. Imagine you're at a workplace and maybe you're in a meeting about sales and all those things, and you maybe watched a video about improving sales, maybe you're reading a book about sales, and you have this information. When they ask you, or when they ask for people to brainstorm how they can take the sales of that organization to a next level, you'll have the information and you'll be able to share it. But sometimes what happens is, no, I'm not going to share with a group. They might copy my tactics and my ideas. Let me keep quiet and I implement the idea alone. You cannot implement that idea alone. And actually, when you share it, it makes you even better of a person than you trying to be the I know it all, that I keep it to myself. Let me be the one who does this and the other. Let us be people that share this information to other people. Some of the benefits of personal growth, like I said, number one, you produce greater and continued success for yourself and for others. The same example that I used, when you learned about, maybe you're into sales and marketing, you've read a book about sales, you've watched a video about sales, or maybe you are a manager somewhere, you've read a book maybe of how to win friends and influence people, or how to be a better leader, and how all those things. If it's in your relationship, you read a book about marriage or relationship, or how to take care of children, things like that, because information is all over the place. Any information that you need on any topic is definitely out there. So what this will help you is you produce greater success, not only for yourself, but for even the people around you. Then number 2, you will unlock and achieve your full potential, because now you'll be acting from an informed point. You'll know what you'll be talking about, and you'll talk about it with confidence, because you know exactly, you've done your research, you've read a book about it, you've listened to an audio, maybe on a podcast, or you've watched a video, or you've read a book. And then you will gain the confidence and ability to invest in people around you. Because if you're on this journey of personal growth, you know that people out there need this information. And you'll not be the person who holds it back, but who shares it with people out there. And you'll focus on developing your strengths. Lastly, you'll grow in humility and self-awareness. Like I said, when it comes to personal growth, you need to be humble. Yes, you need to be humble to keep learning each and every day. So as we wrap up personal growth, what are some of the steps? Number 1 step that John Maxwell talks about here is cure your destination disease. It's not about you achieving just that goal, but what growth are you going to experience on the journey of you may be promoted at work, of you getting whatever it is that you want to achieve. What growth are you experiencing along the way? And then learn something new every single day. Before you go to bed, ask yourself, what did I learn today? And then intentionally plan your growth. Like I said, do not just read any book that crosses your path. Do not just watch any video, but know, which area of my life do I want to improve? Is it relationships? Let me read books about it. Is it how I handle my finances and money? Let me read books about money and businesses and all those things. Do I want to be a better parent? Let me read books about parenting. So do not just read anything, but read a book intentionally for you to learn something and put it in practice. Because we know when it comes to personal growth, that's how people attend conferences and workshops. They're energetic, they're fired up, they're excited, but the moment they get home, they relax and go back to their normal ways of doing things. So that's why it's important for you to take action. When you read about something, take action. When you watch that video, make sure you take action. It is the most important thing. Thank you so much for being here. Like I said, I'll be sharing the different topics in the Beyond Success. Like I promised to those that we used to go to outreaches for, that we shall have these videos here. I'll have the next video about priorities, so make sure you subscribe and hit the bell button, because you want to be notified when the video goes up. Thank you so much for being here. Bye-bye.